Friday, February 26th, Carrying Jesus' Cross. Mark 15, verses 16 to 24. They compelled a passerby who was coming in from the country to carry his cross. It was Simon of Cyrene, the father of Alexander and Rufus. They compelled a passerby. The word compelled sanitizes what happened to Simon of Cyrene. Imagine the scene for a moment. Simon walking down the street, perhaps headed to work or home or to the market. He hears a commotion. He looks around and sees Roman soldiers forcing a man, bruised and battered, down the road. The man, bent over under the weight of a cross, wears a crown of thorns. Simon, coming from the country, knows the fate of the pitiable man, painful execution. Simon no doubt has passed by convicted criminals on crosses before and knows enough to stay out of the way of the Roman guard, unless compelled, forced to do otherwise. Could Simon have refused? Why did the soldiers compel a bystander to carry Jesus' cross? I always wonder if Simon's act was one of compassion or complicity. Is it possible that shouldering Jesus' cross, part of the way, could be both? 3 of the 4 gospel accounts of Jesus' passion record Simon of Cyrene bearing Jesus' cross. The recording of the details of Simon's name and location point to the importance of this act, compelled or not. The disciples fled. Jesus' closest followers did not follow him to the cross, despite his repeated command that anyone who wished to come after him must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow. Does that now include Simon? Simon, willingly or not, gets swept up in God's salvation story, forever inextricably connected to the passion of Christ. Even Roman soldiers and passers-by further God's plan when the disciples refuse to participate. God's will to save the world cannot be denied. Disciples of Jesus can deny they know him repeatedly. The 12 then and the countless now may refuse to deny themselves and take up their crosses, choose to save their own lives rather than lose them for Christ's sake. Regardless, Jesus goes to the cross, forgives them anyway, and saves the world. Even those compelled into service, oblivious to the role they are playing or the one they are serving, further the will of God who never gives up on the beloved creation. Simon of Cyrene, compelled passers-by, embodies the power of God to use any of us, all of us, despite our ignorance, fear, and reluctance. Some days our faith compels us to follow Jesus wherever he leads. Many days we run away and deny we even knew who Jesus was. God's salvation story unfolds every day. Our acts of compassion cannot be unwound from our complicity with sin and the sinful system. God uses them anyway. Our complicity with oppressors and oppression is not devoid of God's grace and mercy. Simon reminds us that the cross of Christ will be borne and the world redeemed by the one we try to follow. We too often deny and always seek to worship. Some thoughts. Imagine yourself as Simon of Cyrene. What are you thinking and feeling? How does the experience of carrying Jesus' cross change you? In thinking about your own faith story, have there been times when you willingly took up the cross? Times when you were compelled to do so? Could Simon have refused to carry Jesus' cross? What difference does it make if he did or didn't have a choice? Please pray with me. God of power and might, you work through us and often despite us. We turn from the suffering of Jesus and the suffering of others. We fear for our own lives and act in self-protective ways, neglecting those vulnerable and in danger. Forgive our willingness to lose our lives for Christ's sake. Make us willing servants of your will, and when we turn and run, by your grace, use us for your work anyway. Amen.